night was heavy with silence until it broke with a thud. Monica Johnson, a young black mother in Atlanta, collapsed on the kitchen floor of her small apartment, her chest heaving as if the weight of the entire world had finally crushed her. The stack of unpaid bills sat accusingly on the counter. Her body trembled from exhaustion, and her spirit whispered that maybe she couldn't fight anymore. Her 6-year-old twins, Ethan and Lily, froze in terror. Ethan screamed, "Mommy!" while Lily's shaking fingers grabbed the phone from the table. She dialed the only number she remembered from a flyer her mother once tucked away for emergencies. Within an hour, headlights cut through the rain outside. A billionaire stepped into their broken world, and nothing would ever be the same. Monica Johnson had always been a fighter. At 32, she had endured betrayal, heartbreak, and relentless hardship. Her ex-husband walked out 3 years ago, leaving behind only court papers and unpaid debts. Since then, Monica worked double shifts at a diner in downtown Atlanta, just to keep food on the table. But life had worn her down. Nights of skipped meals, days without sleep, and constant worry had left her body fragile and her spirit frayed. That stormy evening, as thunder rattled the sky, Monica felt her strength give way. Her knees buckled, her vision blurred, and she crumpled to the cold linoleum floor. Ethan rushed to her side, shaking her arm. "Mummy, please wake up!" His little voice cracked with fear. Lily, tears streaming down her cheeks, spotted a business card pinned to the fridge with a magnet. It was from a charity outreach worker who had once come to the diner. The name on the card read Elias Sterling, a billionaire philanthropist. Lily didn't understand titles or wealth, only that the card said call if you need help. So she did. An hour later, a sleek black car pulled up outside the crumbling brick complex. Out stepped Elias Sterling, tall and composed, his presence commanding without saying a word. To the neighbors, he was a mystery. Why would a man of his stature come here? But to Ethan and Lily, he was simply hope. Inside, Elias found Monica unconscious on the floor, her children holding her hands like lifelines. He crouched beside her, gently checking her pulse. "She's breathing," he said softly, his deep voice calm but urgent. The twins clung to him as if he were an anchor in a storm. When Monica finally stirred, her eyes widened at the stranger kneeling beside her. "Oh, who are you?" she whispered, her voice hoarse. "My name is Elias Sterling," he replied, his tone warm but firm. "Your daughter called me. I'm here to help." Shame flooded Monica's face. She tried to sit up, but her strength failed. "I don't need anyone," she muttered, her pride trembling against her reality. But her tears betrayed her words. Elias didn't argue. He simply listened as Ethan and Lily explained how their moms skipped meals so they could eat, how she barely slept, how sometimes the power was shut off. Each word pierced Monica deeper. She had spent years pretending everything was fine, hiding the truth even from herself. That night, Elias arranged for a doctor to visit, ordered groceries, and ensured the lights would stay on. For the first time in years, Monica let herself break. She cried openly, not just from exhaustion, but from the realization that maybe she didn't have to carry everything alone. As she lay in bed later, her children safe beside her, Monica whispered to herself, "Maybe I'm allowed to be helped. Maybe I don't have to fight alone." The weeks that followed felt unreal to Monica. She kept expecting Elias to disappear, like everyone else had. But he didn't. He came back, again and again, not to rescue her but to stand beside her. At first Monica resisted. Pride and fear clashed inside her heart. Each time Elias offered support, a voice inside whispered, "He'll leave eventually. Don't trust it." But slowly, as she saw the genuine way he spoke to her children, as he sat at her kitchen table drinking cheap coffee, like it was a 5-star meal, her walls began to crack. One afternoon, Monica finally asked the question that had haunted her. "Why me? You could be anywhere else. Why bother with us?" Elias leaned back, his gaze steady. "Because I've been where you are. Years ago, I lost everything. I was broke, hungry, and sleeping in my car. Someone helped me when I thought I didn't deserve it. And I promised myself I'd do the same for someone else." His words sank into Monica's soul like sunlight after a storm. Healing wasn't immediate. Monica still wrestled with guilt, wondering if she was a burden. She still woke up some nights in panic, afraid the lights would go out again. But through counseling Elias arranged, through journaling, through small steps forward, Monica learned to breathe again. She learned to forgive herself for not being perfect, for simply being human. Most of all, she saw her children flourish. Ethan laughed more freely now, no longer holding back his joy. Lily drew pictures of sunny skies and smiling families. Their innocence reminded Monica of the truth. Healing wasn't just for her, it was for them too. Months later, Monica stood in front of a mirror and barely recognized the woman staring back. She was stronger, steadier, and full of a quiet hope she thought she had lost forever. She had begun training for a new career, one that promised stability. And though Elias remained a friend, Monica no longer leaned on him as a crutch. She stood on her own feet again. One evening, she tucked Ethan and Lily into bed and whispered, "We made it, babies. We made it through." And as she closed their bedroom door, Monica finally understood. Healing didn't mean forgetting the pain. It meant carrying it with grace, learning from it, and choosing to rise anyway. Moral of the story: no one heals alone. Accepting love and help is not weakness. It is strength. True healing begins the moment we stop denying our pain and allow hope to enter. Even in our darkest collapse, life can surprise us with second chances.